So we are going to define what we say is known as an electric signal. So electric signal, what is it? It is nothing new, but basically it is just a voltage that is, it's a voltage or a current that varies with time. So electrical signal is a voltage or a current that varies with time. That varies with time. That varies with time in such a way that conveys any information. So in a pattern that conveys information. In a pattern that conveys information. So this is known as an electric signal. So when I talk about signals, a signal is nothing new. It is a voltage, or you can say it is a current that varies with time. You should say it changes with time. Normally we can say that our voltage or our current, it is a function of time. And then the way it changes with the time, it makes a pattern, and Leo pattern, it can be able to convey information. So for example, if you are taking a telephone, I'm sure all of us know about pop-up, right? Telephones, for example, how do they end up turning on? It is all electric signals. Even this board in Njengamanje, it is able to display this list of numbers. We have got a list of letters here, and we've got an icon here, Wi-Fi, and we've got numbers. All of this, it is because of electric signals. So each and every source of information that we see, for example, when you are looking at television, you are just seeing a film or whatever. But for that to show you the film, it is because there is an electric signal there. So the electric signal is just a voltage or it's a current. But Leo current, it varies with what? With time. It changes as time changes. It is not just the current that we are used to, which we have got just straight up current. But this is a current or it's a voltage that changes with time. So when we're talking about signal waveforms, we are talking about patterns. How do the patterns look like as current or voltage varies with time? So let's look at the different patterns that we have. So we have got the following signal waveforms. So when we're talking about signal waveforms, we are just looking at Leo pattern if voltage no current yethu as it changes with time. If voltage or current as it is a function of time, what pattern does it make? And Leo pattern, it can be able to explain further about the electric signal what is its purpose. So the first one that we're going to talk about, it is a what? It is a continuous waveform. So this one is the one that we are used to, all of us, whereby you have got a continuous waveform. On the y-axis, we put a voltage that is depending on time, a voltage that's a function of time. And then on the x-axis, we put the time in seconds. So lana, if it happens, what if voltage, that is the voltage that is being released by the power source, or the voltage or this electric signal, basically, what does it do? It can happen, it is a constant one. It's just a constant one. So it means that your voltage is not changing with respect to time. It's just a constant, or you can say it's a continuous waveform. So that's the first waveform. Is nice. It's a what? It's a continuous waveform. So basically, continuous waveforms, we've been working with them for quite a long time, because when we modeled in the voltage, actually say it was the voltage, it is the power, is more like a voltage, it is the what? The energy that is being supplied to our charges. Yes, per unit charge. You say to voltage, it is the what? It is the work done per unit charge. Or you can say this is the energy transferred to each and every coulomb of charge. So that is what is current. So for our circuits that we have been doing, maybe when you were given a circuit like this, you have got a 12 volts power source. This is a 12 volts power source. And then let's say this is a resistor. We have got two resistors in parallel, resistor R1 nor resistor R2. We will say this voltage, which is 12 volts, or this this voltage, 12 volts, the voltage of the source, is a supply and it will be shared amongst the resistor R1, no resistor bani, no resistor R2. But if voltage here to layer 12 volts, it remains the what? The total voltage, and it never changes. That is the type of circuits that we've been doing ever since about grade 12 and until wherever you are now. So basically, these types of circuits is the circuits that we've been doing, whereby you have got a constant voltage source, meaning it is releasing a voltage efanayo engashintshi. If the battery's voltage source, if the battery's voltage is 12 volts here, we would say our voltage is 12 and it is not changing. So that actually creates a continuous waveform because UV weight, which is on the y-axis, it remains constant as time varies. So basically this one is known as a what? As a continuous waveform. The first pattern is nayo is a continuous waveform. So this is supplied by a battery. So a continuous waveform, what we need to know about it, it is supplied by a battery. So this is supplied by a battery. Because remember, also a battery, it has got an EMF, the electromotive force. That EMF will be the one that is responsible for supplying the voltage to the components of the circuit. So it creates a continuous waveform. Then we have got the second waveform esinayo esibiza ngani nge-step of current. So we have got a step of current. These are the different types of waveforms as now. Sikhumbuleni, waveform is just the pattern that the signal makes as it varies with time. That is the pattern. For example, lana, the pattern is just constant, it's just a horizontal line. It's because the voltage is not changing as time is changing. So a pattern that is being made is a waveform. A waveform just tells us to see what pattern is being made by your signal. That's why it seems like a signal waveform. What pattern is being made by your signal as time changes. So for a battery supplying a constant voltage of 12 volts, it will just be a constant one. But if we have got a step of current, signal, we say it can be a voltage or it can be what? A current. Choosing on the y-axis, we can have a current here on the y-axis. Singaba current. And this current is a function of time. And then if it happens that a current yako is a function of time, it is having a certain pattern of change. It is a step of current. A step of current, it makes a step kind of shape. Step kind of shape. Now current yako it reaches a maximum. And it remains constant, right? It remains constant between these two times. It remains constant and then iyehla drastically. It remains constant again at the minimum, yanyuka 40, again and again and again. So this is known as a step of current. So this is a step of current. Last name current y-axis. So this type of waveform is just a pattern whereby siqala maximum current yethu la at time t is equals to 0, right? So at time t is equals to 0, we have got a maximum current. And then it happens that this current stays constant for a certain particular amount of time. Maybe let's just call it a time t. So at time t, it's constant. But it will drastically drop at time t back to 0. So it just creates a step because at time t, I'm sure it was constant from here to here, the current it was like constant supply of a current. Now it's 2 amperes of current. It is being supplied constantly. But my figure lago time t, maybe time t is 2 seconds, is going to drastically drop down to what? Down to the minimum, which is 0 in this case. So this is known as a what? A step of current. What, a pulse? Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's a pulse, Jan. Start with a pulse. Okay, let's start with a pulse of current before a step. So this one is a what? Is a pulse of current. It's kind of creating a pulse. They say figure to this time, I'm sure here it remains 0. Should the current yako ibe produced, no ibe released to the circuit, right? The current was flowing into the circuit, number 2 amperes. It flowed into the circuit for a constant time, at a constant rate on this time. And then it decreases rapidly back to 0. And then between this time and another time, it remains at 20, which is there is no current esecretwayo. And after that, leyo current enanjani iba produced again, noma iba released into the circuit. Now the current goes up again to these 2 amperes. Ihlala khona constantly again until it reaches another time t here, whereby it will do a drastically drop in such a way that will end up have a shape of a pulse. So sibiza ngani lena nge-pulse of current. So a pulse of current ke yona injani. This flows when the switch is being turned on and what? On and off. Because obviously when we have got a switch that is closed, it means there is current flowing through in the circuit. So if it happens we have got a switch that is closed, it means that we do have some current that is flowing through. Okay, let's not put the open circuit there. But basically, if we have components as now, maybe we've got a resistor or whatever that we have. But as long as the switch is closed, it means a current can pass through. So it means that the switch is what? The switch is closed, or we can say the switch is on. Yeah. Closed, choose on, choose the current. For example, if you turn on the switch of a light bulb, when you are actually closing the switch, causing a current to be able to do what? To flow in the conventional direction, of course, from positive to negative. So if you keep on switching the switch on and off, on and off, on and off, the current yakho yobilokhu enza njani? Inyuka, yehla, inyuka, yehla, inyuka, yehla. So the pulse of current, we get it when the switch is being switched on and off. So we have got it switched on and off. So some of the circuits are designed, they are designed with ama-switch wakhona enze njani? Avuleka avaleka, avuleka avaleka, avuleka avaleka. Sayabona leyo nto angisho. So kancane kancane le switch lena, it allows current to flow through, and when it is open, current is no longer flowing through. That is why there's a drastic drop to 0. Sayabona leyo nto angisho. Why vala futhi circuit what will happen? Current will begin to flow through again. Shothi iyanyuka back again to the top. And then it remains for a constant time, and then after that you open the switch again. What will happen? The current will do what? It will drop. So basically this happens when this switch, it opens and closes, opens and closes, opens and closes continuously. So siyibiza ngani lena? Nge-pulse of current. Iyezwakala leyo nto angisho. All right. And then we have got we've got a step of current, which is the one that we had said is the step of current. So a step of current, ikanda is step. So it is still current on our y-axis, and it is still time on our x-axis. So we have got current on as a function of time on our y-axis, and then ngalen. So basically, a step of current is something like this. We start with no current before time 0, and then we switch our circuit on such that there is a current that is being produced, and then it makes a step kind of a shape. So sibiza ngani? Nge-step current. Step of current. Shuthi kahle lana initially noma before time 0, the switch was what? The switch was open. Sayabona leyo nto angisho. Before time 0, the switch was open. It means there was no current that was flowing through the what? The circuit. So ama deductions that we can make lan. Before t is equals to 0, we can say that our switch was open. So a switch had to be vulekile. Switch was open. So there was 0 current that was flowing in the circuit. And then all of a sudden, masifika ku time 0, what happens? The current drastically goes up. And then it goes up maybe to a value 5 amperes there, and then it remains there forever and ever. As time approaches infinity. So lana yini esiyenzile lana, we had an open switch, right? We had an open switch and there was no current passing through. And then what did we do? We closed the switch. So at times t is equals to 0. So at time t is equals to 0 seconds, what did we do? The switch was closed rapidly. So switch was closed rapidly. Should say actually you are turning on your device. When you say that the switch is being closed, it means you are turning on the device. Confused loco. I'm going to turn on the lights. Or okay, turn off the lights. The switch is open, magunje. Say close the switch. It means turn on the lights. Open the switch. It means turn off the lights. So here, if we rapidly close the switch here, meaning we are turning on the device lane that is receiving the current. It means the current rate is on you rapidly to 5 amperes. So basically, we get this type of signal waveform. These are just patterns. Our signal waveforms are just patterns of how current or voltage varies with time. So current apply lana. Do you see the current doesn't change after that? After turning on, change any current? No. For example, if we take the light bulbs that we are having njengamanje, if it is off, bayongixolela la esikoleni Nkosi yami ungasheli 1. Kodwa lana off, which one did I switch off? But one of them is off there, right? If I turn it on, asibukeni kwenzakalani, iyalight angisho. So my lighter lapha, that current is constant throughout. Sibona kanjani, i-light bulb yethu is not changing i-brightness angisho. So it means uthini, there is constant current flowing through it. Unless if kwenza uthi kancane kancane your bulb is glowing brighter and brighter and brighter, that's what the current is doing what? Is changing. But in this case, when we closed the switch, meaning that when we turned on the switch, what happened? The lights started shining at a constant current. So this increase in current rapidly such that it looks like when they get at time t is equals to 0. That is why we say that the switch was closed rapidly. No. It is because this is kind of a direct current that we have. So basically, the current that we have, get direct current. A direct current, it is just current that is not varying with time. Should a current a constant as time varies. So this one, we now have supply of direct current. We now have a supply of direct current after time t is equals to 0 seconds. Should say after time t is equals to 0 seconds, we've got a constant current of 5 amperes. Esibiza ngani? Get direct current, DC. Direct current, it means now we are now having a current that is not changing. Okay, so we are now having direct current. Okay, so that's a step of current in TBC and the line. And then we also have a sawtooth. Right? So it's in a sawtooth. So it's sawtooth waveform. This pattern of a waveform, it is having a tooth-like shape, something like this. All right. So it's having something like kanji. Okay, so this is a sawtooth, and this sawtooth, what are we going to use as our signal there? Our input signal is going to be a voltage there. So we are going to be inputting a voltage. A voltage here that is changing with respect to time. So lana, how is it changing? We are having a drastic drop from here to here. A voltage drop. Now, you can say maybe the voltage source is on. And then drop, it means that the voltage source is off. It's like we are disconnecting our battery. No, we are disconnecting our voltage source. It can be a generator, no matter anything else, generator any voltage. And then after that, increase the voltage. Increase the voltage, and it's increasing at a constant rate amongst all these time intervals. So it is increasing. So there is an increase in the voltage. So my local increase in voltage, you see, we are now connecting our battery. We are now connecting our battery, and it is causing us to have a linear increase. So we're having a linear increase la. So we're having a linear increase in the sudden drop. A linear increase in the sudden drop. Because my to increase, I can see after increasing your voltage for this time, from here to time t, the voltage increases. After that, it drops drastically. It increases again in a straight line, in a linear pattern, and then after that, it drops eventually. It increases again, and after that, it does what? It drops eventually. Pattern. So it increases linearly with time, and then it resets, meaning with battery will supply 0 voltage. Iphinde inyuse voltage kancane kancane in a linear way, and then 0 voltage again. In a linear way again, 0 voltage again. So this is known as a sawtooth waveform. So this sawtooth waveform, sikhumbuleni with the voltage, it is what? It is the energy that is given to each charge. Ama-charges esikhuluma ngawo lana ama-electrons, sikhumbuleni lokho. Because sikhumbuleni silana, we are even being asked practical applications of this. Okay, so you must know each and everything. So, electrons, we know that they are being moved by what? By a voltage. So, if we apply a voltage, if we've got a potential difference between two terminals, it means that electrons can be able to do what? To move from higher potential to lower potential. So, basically, if we say with voltage here to lana, it is increasing linearly. It means that voltage is being produced, right? Voltage is being given to the charges. Remember, voltage is the energy given per unit charge. So la voltage, we are giving it to the charges. Charges esikhuluma ngawo lana yini? Electrons. Sayibona ngisho. So if we are connecting, if we are having this as our input signal, mhlambe sesinama electron, leyo electron beam, it starts moving. The moment voltage increases linearly, the electron beam starts to do what? It starts moving. Why it move? Because we already know vele voltage, it is the energy required to make the charges to do what? To move. So masiti between time 0 and time t, voltage is increasing linearly. It means ama charges, they are doing what? They are moving and then it's more like a our push, ama charges were to they were here. Ama charges were to they were here. And then after that, we applied a potential difference. We applied a potential difference, and the potential difference, it increased with each time. What does this potential difference cause these charges to experience? Lama charges now, they are forced to move from higher potential towards lower potential. So what will happen now when it resets down? Will it continue pushing more electrons? No, because electrons, they need to be pushed by the voltage again. Yes. So as it is increasing between time 0 and time t, it is increasing linearly. It means that it is actually pushing electrons, because the voltage is kumbuleni. It is the energy given to the electrons so that they can move from higher potential to lower potential. So lana at this point, my increase linearly, it is actually causing this electron beam to move. And when it is moving, it can be able to create a television. Yes. A picture tube. Electrons, they can carry energy, right? They can carry energy and they can release low energy. And they release the energy in form of bani. In form of bani. Electrons, when they move from higher energy to lower energy, release our energy in form of what? And so in the form of photons. Yes, that's what we learned in quantum mechanics. So if we are applying a voltage, a linear voltage, we are causing electrons to move and energy. But now when we close, when we reach the point uT, do you see voltage we are cutting it off. Electrons are energy. These electrons have got energy. The voltage that you have given them from 0 to t is giving them energy. And now when you close off that voltage, when you cut off the voltage, if the voltage is resetting back to 0, it means that electrons are low energy. But electrons, they need to be in a what? In a ground state, in a stable state. So they need to do what? They need to move from that higher energy level to the what? To the lower energy level. And they have to release the energy from the what? From the voltage that you've given to them. And my release, it releases in form of light. And that light can be able to use to create images. And now my images becomes our television. So that's the practical application. It's very important, as you can see. It is also asked in the test. Know how to explain it. Let me just write a bit of points number that will help you. Basically, between time, let's just write it in intervals between 0 and t. So let's just say between time 0 and time t, between t is equals to 0 and t is equals to t. So between this time 0 and time t, what is happening? If voltage A2 is increasing linearly. These are the points that you should write when you're explaining. Voltage is increasing linearly. Voltage increases linearly. Increases linearly. That's one thing. And if your voltage is increasing linearly, it means an electrons, an electron beam, it is getting what? It is getting energy. So an electron beam is getting energy. So Lana, we're having an electron beam that is absorbing the energy, absorbing this voltage, absorbing the energy from the power source because we are increasing our voltage linearly. And after that, we know that at time t is equals to t. So let's just say here between 0 and t. So if our time is between 0 and time t, let's just write it in this way. And then now at the time t, so at time t, what actually happens? Maswela time t, voltage reset, voltage decreases rapidly. So if voltage yako decreases rapidly. Decreases rapidly. It means we are making our voltage source to not give any more voltage. So is of a negative voltage, electrons at first, right? It will increase at first between 0 and t. And then might decrease a voltage. Electrons, they do what? They release energy. Electrons release the energy. Release energy in form of photons. In form of photons. This is very important because this is the reason that we are able to have everything. The television, how can we see a light that is coming from this screen? Light. It is because of the photons. Photons, they are being released by the electrons. Why? It's because the electrons now, they are receiving a what? They are receiving a voltage source that will eventually reset itself down. And then my electrons I release a little energy. Light. But that happens continuously. But most light LCD. It's because of those electrons. So do we now understand the practical application of this? Do you understand it? All right. Now, the most important one that will bring in calculations, whereby we now bring in mathematics, is the exponential and the sinusoidal voltage. So, in the exponential, we also have sinusoidal waveforms, those two. We are going to look at those two. So, the exponential, that is going to be E. So, the exponential, we have got an exponential waveform. So an exponential waveform, basically we can have an exponential decay or we can have an exponential increase. An exponential what? An exponential build up, something like that. Alright? So this one, it looks like this. Is signal. Remember, signal, it can be a voltage or a current. So we can either have a voltage or we can have a current. So we can either have a voltage or we can have a what? A current as a function of time. All of these, they are changing as time is changing. Alright? So it can happen with a voltage that is being produced by this voltage source. It starts at a maximum. And then in the journey, it decreases until it approaches that asymptote. Until it approaches that asymptote. But mathematically, vele angisho izohamba until infinity. But realistically, that is not possible, So I'm not going to put the arrow there. So this is known as an exponential decay. Exponential decay simply means we started with a higher voltage. So let's see your voltage here, it was voltage V naught. So V naught was a very big voltage because we're having voltage here in the what? In the y-axis, right? So V naught was a very big voltage. And then now that voltage decreases exponentially. Sayibona ngisho. Yenza njani? Iya decrease exponentially. So there's an exponential decay. So what do we call that? We call that damping. You guys know it from second year ngisho. When we did damped harmonic motion, we say we start with a maximum value that will decay or that will decrease. Sayibona leyo nto ngisho. Exponential. Which would say thina, when we come to this point and we try to find UV weight is definitely going to be a value. Okay, at this time, maybe time t. The value of V is going to be what? Smaller than what? Than V naught. So the value of V is going to be smaller than V naught because our voltage was decreasing. Okay, so we have this. And we say we can model a mathematical equation. To find the voltage as a function of time, no matter to find the voltage at any given time t, you can say this is equals to the initial voltage V naught times e to the power of negative t over the time constant, which is represented by the symbol tau. So this is a mathematical expression, okay, a mathematical equation that we use to explain ukuthi yini eshintshayo la V naught way to the initial voltage. That's the one that we started with. Angisho. It is doing what? It is decaying exponentially. Noma it is decreasing kanjani? Exponentially. Sayibona leyo nto angisho. It is decaying exponentially, or you can say it is decreasing exponential. So la V naught is going to decay exponentially. This is a natural exponential function angisho. And if it is raised to the power of negative lapha, it means it is what? It is decaying. It is becoming smaller and smaller as t grows bigger. You guys know how to do mathematical approximations. So I'm trying to say my V naught, the initial voltage, it is decreasing exponentially. It is decaying exponentially. And this concept of decaying of a voltage, of a signal, we say is known as what? Is known as damping. So damping simply means we are having an initial value of a signal, the maximum value of a signal. And that maximum value, it does what? It decays, it decreases in an exponential manner. That's why we use a natural exponential function. Yes. So now we have got T lapha, which represents the time. Because if voltage is decaying with time, so when we look at time t here, at any given time t, it means that I can be able to find a certain voltage, which I will call V at t. So voltage is a function of time, or you can say that voltage is changing with time. That's what a function means. So this can also happen with a current as well. With a current, we can still have a decay of current, whereby we start with an initial maximum current I naught. Choosing now your current source was giving us I naught. And low I naught, it does what? It decreases exponentially as well, in such a way that it end up approaching zero. It decreases exponentially. So this is still a concept of damping nakona. We say that the current at the given time t is given by I naught e to the power of negative t over the time constant. Siyayibona ngisho leyo nto leyo ukuthi lo I naught lona is the maximum current, the initial current that we have. And Leo initial current, it is decreasing as time increases. So as we go further along the time x-axis, current is decrease. And then this is as time grows bigger. Lower negative, lower in the exponent. It tells you that is what is decay, decreasing. Choose the term learner. Low e to the power of negative t over tau is become as t grows bigger. Meaning as we are going to more time, as we are approaching to higher values of time, what is happening to this term? It is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Meaning I naught uba smaller and smaller and smaller. You guys know the mathematics here, Anish. Yeah, I won't explain math too much. So now, what is this t here? Low t, it's not t here, it's tau. So low tau symbol, it is actually the time constant. So the tau symbol, tau it is known as the time constant. So the time constant, it describes the time constant, it kind of describes the rate at which we have a decrease. Kind of it describes with it decrease in the fast kangakanani. Because yes, we know that it is decreasing. Yes, we know that our signal it is decreasing in magnitude. We know the signal is calling of V naught. This was a voltage signal. It started with V naught and then journey, it decreased. But we need to at least know the rate at which it decreases. Sikhumbuleni phela ukuthi abantu abenza i-maths they know ukuthi we have exponential functions. An exponential function like this is not the same as an exponential function like this. Is not the same as an exponential function like this. Lena green, sayibona ukuthi it is doing what? It is decreasing rapidly. Sayibona ngisho. The exponential function kanjani? It decreases rapidly because it is taking shorter time than the others. Angisho laba abanye bathatha isikhathi to decrease. Yeah, this one is actually taking shorter time to decrease. It's taking shorter time to decrease. Sayibona leyo nto ngisho. So basically, the rate at which this exponential function decreases is what? Is bigger than lower mile. So how do we describe Leo variable? We use a time constant. So to laba benza i-maths, they know that exponent, part of it, it tells us how much, or what is the rate of decrease that we are having. So basically, lana time constant, it tells us what is the rate at which this is decreasing. Here, the green exponential is decreasing faster than the others because iyashesha ukufika la x is equals to 0. Time signal is equals to 0. Maybe if this is a voltage signal, it is reaching the voltage of 0 quicker than the others, which will take time. Blue voltage, it is reaching 0 at this point. The blue signal, it is reaching 0 at this point, and that is greater than T. The red signal, if you look at the red signal, it's also an exponential decrease, but it is only reaching reaching a voltage of 0, magnitude of 0, if it time saying cooler than the other ones. So I'm trying to say the time constant is very important. It's a very important variable that explains to us what is the rate at which this decreases. How fast does this decrease? Yeah.
With regards to the time, wouldn't it change as time is increasing?
Hi.
Drops down drastically and then I don't know the time. And then once you reach that level of height, it's not as steep as it was.
Okay, yes, obviously, here we have got a very steep rate, we have got a very steep rate when we are still at the top. And when it reaches here, it kind of kind of becomes, it's not as steep as it was at Kalen. But basically, no matter what happens, the time constant kind of calculates the average of the rate at which this decreases. It kind of calculates what is the average rate at which a signal is decreasing in magnitude. Yeah, the average rate. So the average rate of this green exponential will definitely be greater than the average rate of the blue exponential. And layer blue will also be greater than the average rate of the red one, because these ones are taking less time to decrease. So they're having a bigger rate of decrease. Current the moment it kicks the 5 amperes, it will drastically drop immediately. So it's a share in Are we seeing it? What? All right. So the time constant is very important to be able to understand that. Now, how do we make mathematical approximations using the time constant? So the mathematical approximations that you can make of a time constant, it is when t is equals to the time constant. Because basically, and then you are looking for the time constant. Now with hey, how can I find it? Let's just say they don't even tell you any coordinates. They don't give you coordinates for the function. The time constant calculate Here is an easy way. Always know that, let's just see what happens when the time t is equal to the time constant. So mawukuthi our time, the time whereby we are evaluating the voltage or the current signal, if the time is equal to the time constant, right? Sifuna ukuzama ukubona ukuthi kahle kahle what is the decrease rate lapho. So if t is equals to a time constant, let's just take it for current. Sikhumbuleni ukuthi I at t is given by I naught e to the power of negative t over the time constant. So this is a general equation giving us a current, an instantaneous current. So lo I at t simbiza ngani? The instantaneous current. It is the current at a particular time, at a particular instant. So it's an instant value of current. So basically the instant value of current lane, sifuna ukuzama ukubona ukuthi how will it relate to the initial value if it happens ukuthi t is equals to bani? To tau. So mangasi t over tau ngizothola ubani lapho? What am I going to get if it happens that t and tau they are equal to one another? So it's minus 1 angisho. Yes, it's like you are dividing equal things. This t and this tau, they are what? They are equal to one another. Why are we making them equal? We just want to see the average. Time t to ishintsha kanjani if it happens that our time is what? Is the time constant. So I'm just going to say the current at the time constant tau is going to be equals to I naught times e to the power of bani minus 1. Yabonakala leyo nto angisho. And e to the power of minus 1 is equals to bani? 0.3698, right? 368. So 0.368. That is the value of ubani e to the power minus 1. Because it's like you just take your calculator, punch it in. So this is 0.368 multiplied by ubani I naught. So actually we know with it now at the time constant, no matter what happens, one thing that we know about our signals at the time constant. So one thing that we know about our signals, either a current signal or my voltage signal, at the constant, at the time constant. So at the time constant, current yethu izoba kanjani? At the time constant, our current, our instantaneous current, no matter the current at that time, no matter the current at time constant, is going to be equals to 0.368 times I naught. And literally it's more like saying it is 36.8% kabani ka I naught. So ngamanye amazwi ithini lento le? Ithi kahle kahle mina I know ukuthi at the time constant current yami, the initial current, it would have decreased by how many percent? By 36%. Siyabona leyo nto angisho. Because 0.368 is the same thing as saying what? 36 over 100 of ubani? Of I naught. So we can say with a time constant, for us to easily find it, we need to know one fact. Ukuthi the instantaneous current, normal the current when the time is equal to the time constant. Let's just say with time constant yethu, it is a value that is here. We can definitely know with at the time constant, tau, we definitely will know with our current value will definitely be 0.368 times the what? Times the initial current. Siyabona leyo nto angisho. Shothi initial current yethu decreased by this factor. And 0.368 can be expressed as 36.8%. Siyabona leyo nto angisho. So always at the time constant, you must know that your original current, no matter the maximum current that you started with, it has done what? It has decreased by what? By 36.8%. So we can just say I naught decrease by, it has decreased by 36.8% at the time constant. So at the time constant. So you guys saw how we derive and you say, where do we get this 36.8%? Siyayibona nje sibuya. Yeah. So makwenze ukuthi your isikhathi sakho is exactly the time constant. Then it means ukuthini? It means ukuthi your initial current I naught, it has decreased by 36.8% of its original or its maximum initial current. All right. When do we apply such a signal, a waveform, this signal waveform? So when we have got a capacitor, you guys still remember a capacitor ngisho. Sathi thina a capacitor, it is a device that stores energy in form of what? Separated charges. And those charges have a what? Have an electric field between them. We still remember leyo nto ngisho? Yes. So basically a capacitor, you need to know one thing about it. You can charge a capacitor, you can choose to do what? To discharge a capacitor. So if it happens in a capacitor kanjeni, I've got a capacitor. Remember, a capacitor, if we connect it to a voltage source, we are charging it. Kanjeni. Must connect a capacitor yethu to a voltage source. We are charging it. Let's just say we are having this combination. So actually we are charging it such that here we're going to have a positive terminal and a negative terminal, and there's going to be a potential difference between them. 9. Capacity kanjeni. I-capacitor lana, it is storing ama charges. Iwathatha up lawo ma charges. It is taking the charges from the positive or it is taking the charges from the negative terminal, driving them aya ngaleni. You guys know the first year mechanism uthi lo positive no negative babeya kanjani ngisho. Do you know how we end up having positive and negative here? I'm sure you remember, but basically iba kanjani to spend no positive lana. Lo positive esinayo la, I'm sure we have got positive charges, right? It means that we've got a lot of protons land. We've got negative charges. It means that's none. Nama electrons amaningi, right? So if I'm going to put a capacitor kanjeni, yini emuvayo kambi? Ama electrons. Siyakwazi lokho ngisho. Is the electrons that move. Protons don't actually move to an extent, okay? So basically what happens, lo negative lona means that our electrons are going to move. The actual electron current flow, it is from negative to positive. But now we usually take the conventional flow, it's in from positive to bani to negative. But basically the actual electrons, they are flowing from negative, and they are going to bani to positive. Shouldn't now we're gonna have a lot of bani, a lot of negative charges. A lot of electrons. And then on this other terminal, which is this positive terminal here, okay, before it became positive, ibe kanjani say ibe positive. Remember, negative always attracts to positive, right? So basically, due to the electric field, what made lama electrons to move kanjeni is because of the electric field caused by this positive terminal. Iyona ewenza ukuthi ahambe kanjeni. And we know the ama positive charges, what do? They don't like to move towards an electric field. They move away from an electric field. So basically, that is why we'll end up having a positive and a negative there on our capacitor. So a capacitor, please revisit the mechanism of how we end up having positive and negative. But a capacitor, when we are charging it, it means it's a voltage. So if it happens that it is we are giving we have 20 volts power source and it's a capacitor, the capacitor is ubani 20 volts, this direct voltage, which is ubani 20 volts. Iuthathe wonke nje. Ubani 20 volts. So this capacitor will also have a potential difference kabani ka 20 volts. Because that's now amanye ama resistor that is taking away the what? The voltage. Siyabona leyo nto ngisho. So at this point in a sisho ethina since a capacitor, you can charge it or you can do what? You can discharge it. Sayabona ngisho. Ungayicharge noma ungenza njani? Ungayi-discharge. Mangathi mina I'm going to discharge my capacitor. It means that I'm now no longer going to apply a voltage to it. I should say now 20 volts. So njengoba say now 20 volts, I'm going to cut off a voltage from it. It means ungenza njani? I'm now discharging it. I'm no longer charging it. So if I'm going to disconnect kanjeni, yona sino 20 volts already, angisho, and then now I disconnect it. I-capacitor yami, it will do what? It will lose leyo 20 volts. Sayabona leyo nto angisho. It will lose leyo bani? Leyo 20 volts. How does it lose the 20 volts? If it happens ukuthi I connect another closed circuit of a resistor kanjeni, basically voltage can be able to push ama charges to create any current. So at this point, I charged my capacitor. As balance I charged the capacitor to bani to 20 volts, right? And after charging the capacitor to 20 volts, what did I do? I discharged it, I disconnected in a power source. It means the capacitor is no longer getting 20 volts. Is no longer getting a continuous supply ka 20 volts. But you see now 20 volts already angisho of a potential difference. So if it happens ukuthi now I connect a component mhlambe a resistor, lo 20 volts lona it will do what? It will discharge. Le capacitor yakho it will discharge. Izowudedela wonke lo 20 volts. So it will lose this 20 volts. Sayabo leyo nto angisho. And my uluza leyo 20 volts, it can be able to create current with it. And that current can go to the what? To the resistor. But it is something momentary. Ngoba remember ukuthi this is not a continuous voltage source. Sayabona ngisho. I-capacitor izovele idedele leyo 20 volts okugcina. Idedele nje just that 20 volts and then it will go back to zero. So this is one example of a practical explanation of any of these exponential decays. So when we are discharging a capacitor, i-voltage yayo iqala i-V naught. For that case, u-V naught wethu bekubani? Beku-20 volts, angisho. That is what we charge the capacitor yethu to. Sayibona ngisho. We charged our capacitor to 20 volts. That's the maximum voltage. So now, when we disconnect it from a voltage source yayo, mhlambe siyi-connected to something else, leyo voltage izoyenjani? Izo-decrease, izoncipha exponentially. Sayibona leyo nto angisho. So here we are doing what? We are discharging the capacitor. So as the capacitor is discharging njalo, its voltage, it will drop, and it will drop kanjani? Exponentially. Sibokwazi uku-explain afethu, this is not for cramming purposes. That is why you won't survive with cramming for this module. Please, explain it njengoba ngisho njalo ukuthi, how does this practically apply? A capacitor, when you charge it, it reaches a maximum voltage V naught. And then now when you disconnect it from lento i-charge ngayo, maybe a voltage source, what will happen? It will lose that 20 volts, and that 20 volts, it will lose it exponentially. Simply that. And then you give an equation, because they also want mathematical expressions to substantiate into a show. So please make sure you put everything, put mathematics. It's like you have notes, like you are making your notes, your own notes for other people. So make sure that you explain all of that. When we are charging a capacitor, obviously we are going to have an exponential increase to show within a capacitor it is increasing in a voltage when we are charging it, no matter when we are connecting it to a voltage source. But now usually we focus on the what? We focus on discharging the capacitor. We focus on the process that happens when the capacitor is doing what? Is discharging. No matter when the capacitor is losing a voltage yayo. Because it will a voltage from a voltage source. Yayibamba low 20 volts. That's the maximum voltage it could have ever had. And after that, the moment you disconnect it, yayidead. For example, practical explanation, if you take your charger, each charger that you put in a phone, when you connect your charger on the phone, the moment we keep a cable phone in, it doesn't immediately stop charging. Why kunjalo? Why is current still able to flow through for that momentary, for that second? Mhlambe ngalasta nje 2 seconds ilokhu iveza lapha uthi isa charge. Nanoma usukhiphile. After removing your port from your charging port, or for removing your charger, your cable from your charging port, izoqhubeka ithi ya charger into le part usuyikhiphile wena. Yini yenza lokho? It is those capacitors. They are releasing that voltage. And low voltage can be able to create a current that will also decrease exponentially. And mase ifike ku-zero leyo current, ifone yakho will stop charging eventually. So sometimes a phone can just take 5 seconds, like after removing the cable from the phone. What happens? It can take 5 seconds. Ingakavezi ukuthini, you have removed it. Why is that? The capacitor is discharging. So ahlahle kusasana le current esuka kwi-capacitor. Siyabo leyo nto ngisho. Yes. So that is one of the practical applications that you can think of. Ama-capacitors, they are the ones that are used to create a binary code. You guys know we have got a binary code, right? Those people who are doing computer science. A machine, each and every computer, it uses a machine language, such as the list of abo 1010. To those who did discrete maths, you also know it. Kancane usihlamba wenza computer science ne-discrete maths wonke. Kancane, at least la esikoleni. Most of you guys have done at least discrete mathematics or computer science. So you understand the logic of binary digits. So binary digits, I'm giving you another practical explanation so that you guys can be able to explain Binary digits, we've got just a sequence of other ones and zeros. And these ones and zeros, they are the ones that convey information, such as photographs, information such as videos and all of that. In actual fact, these are just capacitors. So if the system is saying 1, if the binary digit is saying 1 byte, what is this trying to tell us? It is telling us this is what? A capacitor that is on. If it is saying 0, it means the capacitor is what? Is off. So look, it's on and off, on and off, on and off. And that is giving a signal, and that can create a pulse of current, giving a signal, transferring information such as numbers, information such as this icon. All of this is information that is made from those electrical signals. So in your PC njengamanje, since the PC yakho ilokhu ikwazi ukudisplay izinto, the capacitors are continuously turning on and off, on and off, on and off, so that they can do what? Convey the information. So that's the purpose of having a current and a voltage signal. But it is to vary with time. Here's what I'll show. Are you hearing me, guys? Okay. So when you are given a graph, you can find this thing. You can find, let me just project this example, this textbook example that we have, and ask if it is visible from your end. Yabona question, Len? Okay, but it's a bit faded, Mangsonel. It's a capacitor is charged to a voltage of 6 volts. So we are charging our capacitor to a voltage of 6 volts. Then at the time t is equals to 0, it is switched across a resistor. Mind you, we are now removing it from the voltage source. We are now putting it what? Across a resistor. We charged it about 6 volts. Now we remove it. We now put it across a what? Across a resistor. When we do that, they say observations are made of the current as a function of time. So the current, Lena, this is the current produced by the what? By the capacitor. Because a capacitor can act as a temporary voltage source. For its kashan is yes, that is why it is just able to say making a binary digit, for example. So this is the circuit diagram to represent that. This is the 6 volts power source. See, charge the capacitor lane. So before opening the circuit like this, what did we do? We charged this capacitor. It means we were actually connecting our capacitor to a voltage source, something like this. So we were charging the capacitor with this 6 volts continuous voltage source. So the capacitor will now have 6 volts. But now we change. After charging it, what do? We now connect it across a resistor. I open the switch. And when I open the switch, I do what? I connect this across a what? A resistor. Second or 6 volts. The capacitor alone now has what? 6 volts. Because I've charged it with a 6 volts power source. So now when I now connect this to a resistor and I put the emitter will indicate that I've got current that is flowing kanjani. The current that is flowing in this manner, it is coming from the 6 volts capacitor. The capacitor that is having a temporary voltage, maximum voltage, 6. And then now it will go to the resistor R. But when they are temporarily, such that the graph will indicate with your current here, it is decreasing. Your current is what? Is decreasing. Why current is decreasing? Because this thing is discharging out. So it is letting go of all the current. So this 6 volts, it is producing all the current. And the current will go to the resistor. Obviously, this 6 volts, the voltage will decrease eventually. Even the current you're supply to do what? Will decrease. That's why we're having an exponential graph. So if we put an emitter, we realize that our current will be available there. And the current will be moving in that direction. So now, they say draw the circuit and determine the time constant. So on a graph, it is very easy to find the time constant. Because you just use the trick that I told you. Basically, the time constant, you can find it by just knowing the fact at the time constant, the current is 36.8% of the original current. It is 36.8% of the original current. So now you just have to find the time constant from that. So our original current here, it was 6 amperes, 6 milliamperes. Why the original current here is 6 milliamperes? Ekubeni sinikezwe voltage. Why do you think it's 6 milliamperes? Why our original current is 6? Because our original current starts here and this is 6. Hey, these are not clear diagrams, but this is 6. Why is the original current starting at 6? Because we're given a voltage, so we charge this to 6 volts. But see, the current here is decreasing from a maximum of 6. So when you transform a source, the voltage here to the maximum voltage of the capacitor becomes the maximum current of the capacitor. Why is that? You guys know voltage is equals to bani, is equals to current times bani times resistance. So lana, the maximum voltage of this capacitor that we're able to find. So the maximum voltage of the capacitor is to see 6 volts. So now at time t is equals to 0, at exactly time t is equals to 0, la kule time lane, we assume ukuthi resistance has not taken effect. Because the current yethu isanda kuphuma ngisho the moment we close this circuit, what happens? The current yethu iphuma from the capacitor. Now our current is flowing from the what? From the capacitor. Sayabona ngisho. Now before it even gets to the resistor where it will be used up, before it even gets to the resistor where by resistor is it will be equal to the what? To the maximum voltage. So we assume the resistance here to at time t is equals to 0. Our resistance is equals to bani to 1. We have got a small resistance. Like a resistance hasn't taken any effect as of yet. So now we are going to say this is current multiplied by a resistance of 1. So only at time t is equals to 0. Lo 6 lona, we will only have it at time t is equals to 0. Yes. So at time t is equals to 0, no 6. While you are 6 lower, it is because low voltage source, it keep our ban with 6 volts. So at time t is equals to 0, this resistor has not taken effect as of yet. Le resistor lena ayikaqala ukudonsa. So we assume it to have a resistance of 1, a unit resistance. Sayabona idea behind that. Do you see the idea behind starting with 6 line? For whereas this is current, is a voltage. Sayabona? Yeah. So now it will decrease exponentially. So you just do your math there and you find the time constant. You find time constant because you know I naught work. So when you do the equation, you know very I naught is equal or I at t, the current at time t is equals to bani is equals to I naught times bani e to the power of negative t over tau. This is just a standard equation for this exponential decrease. I naught where to la power what is is 6 again? We do have it is 6. So we know that the current at the time tau must be equals to 0.368 of the what? Of the initial current. So the current at the time tau, no matter the current at the time constant, must be 0.368 times times tau. So ngamanye amazwi, knowing that our initial current here, the one that we started with, is 0.368 times times 6 milliamperes, of course. So you can use the scale that they use, but I will use amperes mean. 6 times 10 to the power of minus 3 amperes. So this is the current at tau. So a current at tau, so the current when the time is the time constant. Tolaban, what is the current when the time is equal to the time constant? What do we get in amperes? Because I converted this to amperes for my convenience. 2.01 times 10 to the power of minus 3 amperes. This is the same thing as saying 2 milliamperes there. So now this is the current at what? At the time tau. See, because we know that for a fact, for all of these exponentials, when the time, it is the time constant. When the time is equal to the time constant, Original current, I naught, the one that you have started with, it decreases by a factor of 0.368. This means that this is like 36.8% of the what? Of the total current. So ngamanye amazwi, we are trying to say ukuthi when we reach the time constant, our current is actually 36.8% of what? Of the original current. Iyabonakala leyo nto angisho? Siyayizwa yini? Yes. Then you solve what is the current at the time constant. Then you use this. You now know the current at the time constant is what? Is 2 milliamperes. Normally you can say is 2.01 times 10 to the power minus 3 amperes. Now you can find your time constant. Because if you go back to this equation and you substitute current when the time is the time constant, what is going to be your current when the time is the time constant? Okay, if time yakho ilingana nelot njani time constant, what is the current there? How to solve for UTAU? What mathematical approach can you use to solve for a time constant? Knowing what is the current at the time constant. Singasubstitute yona ngisho. Okay, sithini? Can you do it mathematically? Can you ever find UTAU using this information? Okay, singathini? Uh-huh. 6 times 10 negative 3, yeah? Okay, Steve, sama unknowns awuthula pha uthini UTAU. Okay, what is 1 0? Okay, it's fine. Let's divide by 6 times 10 to the power minus 3. 6 times 10 to the power minus 3. Now we get ubani, we get this ratio. Bese senza kanjani? Okay, we do a ln of this side, right? Natural log of both sides to get rid of the e, right? So to get rid of lo e lo, kanjeni, angisho sosana into kanjeni, we can just say ln into e to the power of this. Then you cancel this and this, right? Bese sola nobani, no negative t over tau is equals to the ln of this. Without putting in the calculator, of course, I won't put anything into the calculator. So this is like 2 milliamperes over bani 6 milliamperes. Whereby milli is the same as 10 times 10 to the power negative 3. Okay? Yeah, we multiply by the reciprocal of time, a negative, okay? UTAU, uputhi. Ukhona. Sifuna ukuthola the actual value of. Okay, masingenza kanjena senze reciprocal. So UTAU wakho will kind of be something like ubani? Ln of 2 milliamperes over 6 milliamperes times 1 over t. And then you say you're gonna do a reciprocal, right? Kanjeni, uputhi. This is where the actual value. Asinaso isikhathi. So what the approach lena would only work if we have. Yes. It's for not time constant. Yeah, we can use the graph. So that's why I asked the class, can we use this to be able to determine mathematically? For this one, it's a bit hard because our time is the time constant. Our time is t there. So it's a bit difficult unless you can do good mathematical tricks. Minanje, I don't know which ones are you gonna do, but there may be some because there's always many ways to kill a cat. So what can we use this current as? I just told you current is something like 2.01 milliamperes. So 2.01 milliamperes. Lo 2.01 milliamperes, it is the current at the what? At the time tau. It is the current at the time bani tau. Shuthi wena ke uzozalana ke uyocinga la kwi graph yakho uthi Le current at the time tau, what is it going to correspond to? Yabo. Now we got 2.2 again, something like 2.01, right? 2.01, you'd find it approximately here. So if you can see properly, maungapo, 2.2 or 2.01 milliamperes somewhere here, which kind of corresponds to ban to the time of ban 2 seconds. So tau wako is 2 seconds. When you are given a graph, it's easy to analyze because mina, what did I say? I said it first. I said it lana uti lana at the time down when the time on the graph on the x-axis is the time constant, then lana we're gonna have 36% of the what of the initial current. So since for that example we have found the 36% of the initial current. See that was 36% of 6 amperes, right? Now we just need to track this value to time. Yo, and that's again, that is going to be your time constant. So when you are given a graph is quite simple. So let's just do other combinations where by on a graph. There are good combinations from the online quiz that you guys got. We have other combinations. If we consider a circuit that has got an RC circuit that is found to be 4.72 milliamperes and 2.78 milliamperes at time t. Now, I think we can find that. Determine the value of the time constant in this case. Consider the circuit in the figure 3.4b. But now we're going to have a new resistor combination with a capacitor inserted into the circuit. The current is found to be 4.72 milliamperes and 2.87 milliamperes at the time 6 milliseconds and 10 milliseconds respectively. Determine the value of the time constant. Now we have got 2 points. They say it's a new graph. What can we do? Simultaneous, then yeah, we can solve this simultaneous. So I'm just going to write the equations, then you're going to complete the calculation. Because this is not a maths. This is not maths. We're just going to do the physics part of things. So, Lana, you've been told to say we have got 4.72 milliamperes. They say to see here, the current is found to be 4.72 milliamperes and 2.87 milliamperes and 2.87 milliamperes at the time t is equals to 6 milliseconds. So at the time t is equals to 6 milliseconds and the time t is equals to 10 milliseconds respectively. You are respectively, you should say in this way. In the correct order, in this correct order, we'll say 4.72 milliamperes, it is corresponding to the what? To the 6 milliseconds. The 2.87 milliamperes it is corresponding to 10 milliseconds. So if you want to model this, because we are saying this is the current, right? This is like the current that is decreasing. But at a point, we find the current to be equals to this at this time. It's more like a coordinate, don't know. So on the x-axis, we're having 6 milliseconds. On the y-axis, 4.72 milliamperes. When the time is now 10 milliseconds, now your current now is 2.87 milliamperes. So from here, you can just create two equations. Because you know better, say the current at the time t is equals to I naught multiplied by e to the power of negative t over tau. And if you take the first point, the first coordinate that we have, the current is 4.72 milliamperes, right? Please write it with units when the two was cancel m later on. Otherwise, if you're gonna write it without units, you might end up converting one thing and you might convert. So since it's milliamperes and milliseconds, we're just gonna simplify things and just write it in milli. So 4.72 milliamperes at the time of 6 milliseconds over tau. So I naught, which is the initial current that we started with, is the initial current that we have begun with or that we started with. Similarly, Lana, you can use this other point and say the current is now 2.87 milliamperes. And then now, this is still equals to I naught times e to the power of bani minus the time, which is what? 10 milliseconds over tau. So when the Lana, I naught is common for both of these because remember, all of them, they started at a maximum current, ubani, I naught. So the maximum current was I naught. So you just do simultaneous equations to solve for bani, to solve for the time constant tau. And then you do that on your own, then the solution is provided there, the final answer. In the manland, is this hard? Not hard, right? Okay. So layer sibiza nge all right. I naught, we can call it the maximum signal, right? Or we can say the maximum current, or singayibiza ngani the amplitude. So amplitude, remember, it's always the maximum point, the maximum value from the equilibrium position. So in this case, I naught, which is representing the maximum current possible. The maximum current possible. Hey, we must finish up Nama sinusoids just today, so that at least if we get a chance on Saturday, we do the remaining part. If I get a chance, we do the remaining part. All right. So if you are given exponential voltages, you can have exponential voltages as well as exponential currents, which is what we're dealing with in Njengamanje. So now we are going to draw two circuits, and we're going to open circuit on one side, and then we're going to have a resistor, and we're going to have an inductor. And then this inductor, we're going to open circuit on the other side. Remember, when you have an open circuit, it simply means we've got a potential difference. It doesn't necessarily mean we are opening the circuit per se. It's kind of a theoretical way of saying we have got a potential difference. So ungamangali mawuzobona ngibhala current kanjeni, a current I flowing through there. That current I there can still flow through. It doesn't really mean the circuit is open. An open circuit symbol kind of tells us there's a what? A potential difference. Or otherwise, it tells us there's a voltage source that is producing the potential difference there. That is making the potential difference. We are given a resistor Lana of 4 ohms, and then we are given an inductor, which is given by 1 Henry. Now, this is circuit A. So this is our circuit A. And then in circuit B, we are now given another combination. Now, our combination will now have a capacitor. So the combination will have a capacitor alone. So it's a capacitor alone. And then we still have an open circuit voltage there. We have got our current that is entering in here. That's your current that is entering. That's your signal. All right. So we are given these two circuits. They say in these two figures, the current is equals to 5 e to the power of negative 2 amperes. So the current now is given by 5 e to the power of negative 2t amperes. So this is an exponential current. It's an exponential current. It might happen it is coming from a capacitor, or it's coming from an alternating current source or something like that. But for us to have an exponential current, ideally, we need a capacitor. Now, given that this is our circuit, and given that OI is given by 5 e to the power of negative 2t amperes, that's the value of I. Now, determine the voltage V at T. So they are looking for the voltage V at T in circuit A. So in circuit A, determine the voltage V at T. Can we find the voltage as a function of time if we know the current? Can you find a voltage as a function of time if we know the current? Yes. It's near resistance. It's 4 ohms, right? So whenever we have current and resistance, we must have a what? A potential difference. It's impossible for you to have a resistor and not have any potential difference. So basically, we do have a potential difference here. Let us know any potential difference. Sinayo any potential difference here. Yes, we also have it. We know that an inductor carries a potential difference against. Yes. So basically, we have a voltage here. Let's just call this UVR, and we have a voltage here. Let's call it UVL. So we have got our potential difference here, out2. So now when they say find the voltage VT, they want the total voltage. These two components, the resistor and the inductor, because this is an RL circuit, because in a resistor and inductor. So in RL circuit, these two are connected in what? In series. Should see whatever voltage V plus, which is a function of time, and supply, it is going to be divided amongst the resistor and the what? And the inductor. Ngamanye amazwi, the total voltage that is being put into this resistor is going to be divided amongst them. So you're going to have voltage engena la, voltage engena kuphi, engena la. Sayibona leyo nto ngisho. Do you get the sense? Yes. So we need to calculate the voltage across the resistor. We need to calculate the voltage across the what? The inductor. So let's look at the voltage across the resistor. The voltage across the resistor, how do we calculate the voltage if we've got a resistance? V is equals to IR, Ohm's law, right? So V is equals to IR, whereby you know that your voltage there is going to be VR is equals to your current. The current yako you are given again, 5e to the power of negative 2t, right? Because your current is varying with time, right? And then your resistance is given by bani, 4 ohms. So ngamanye amazwi, the voltage across that resistor is given by 20 e to the power of negative 2t volts. So in lena, this is the voltage across the resistor. Now, we don't only need this, we also need the voltage across the what? The inductor. Because basically, the resistor and the inductor, they are in series, so they are dividing the total voltage UV plus there. Now we are connected in parallel, if they were connected in parallel, what were we going to say? They're going to have the equal voltage again. Yes, but because they are in series with one another, it means that this one must also take a portion of the voltage. So now lena is one ne portion yayo 8 time. And that portion, we are going to say, is going to be the voltage across the inductor. Any voltage across the inductor, when we introduce our basic electric concepts, we say that is given by bani, inductance, di bani, dt. Should we need the inductance multiplied by the rate of change of the current, normal multiplied by the differential of current with respect to time. So the current here is given by 5e to the power of negative 2t. So we are just going to do di dt. So di dt, the derivative of current with respect to time, because it is the value of the derivative that we need to multiply with the inductance. So that is also like the voltage across the inductor. So lana, if we derive this with respect to time, so all over minus 10 minus 10 e to the power of negative 2t, right? And then this is just a derivative. We don't need to put a unit per se. So lo minus 10 e to the power negative 2t. This is the rate of change of the current. This is the derivative of the current with respect to time. So since now we multiply it with our inductance, UVL will be, our inductance will 1 Henry, right? So this is 1 Henry multiplied by the derivative of I with respect to time is given by negative 10 e to the power minus 2t. So the voltage across this inductor is given by minus 10 e to the power negative 2t volts. Alright. So now this is the voltage across the inductor. This is the voltage across the what? The resistor. And the inductor and resistor, they are connected in what? In series to one another. So the total voltage, now we go and say the total voltage is a function of time. So the total voltage as a function of time will be the voltage across the resistor plus the voltage across the inductor. Now voltage across the resistor, what did we get? 20e to the power of negative 2t. So this is 20e to the power of negative 2t. Voltage across the inductor, what did we get? We got negative 10e to the power of bani, negative 2t volts. So now voltage across the inductor, now voltage across the what? The resistor. But they are all functions of bani, of time. So they are having the time factor in them. So now the total voltage there, the total voltage V total there is going to be 20 minus 10 again. So bani, 10 e to the power of negative 2t volts. In Lena is the total voltage on the circuit, given to these components. Simple stuff. And then now, look at scenario B, a new circuit. This is the same current. Current is still given by 5e to the power of negative 2t. That's still the same current. And then now they say, if the current now flows in an initially uncharged 0.25 farads capacitor. Now, given that this capacitor is a capacitance of 0.25 farads, should see now we're having 0.25 farads of capacitance and the current is flowing into that capacitor. Now they say UV at C is equals to 0. Okay, UVC is equals to 0 at T is equals to 0. That's what the statement is saying. It means initially, no matter when the time was 0, we can say our voltage, no matter the potential difference across the capacitor was what? Was 0. Should say asgo i-charge lapha ngisho. So manje mase siqala siya-charge capacitor yethu. Now what will happen? We are now going to have a voltage there. We are now going to have a voltage, no matter potential difference. So now the question is, calculate the voltage that we'll have at the time t. So now the question is, what is V at t in the capacitor? Actually, at first, the initial one, it was 0. It was uncharged. But now, flow a current into the capacitor means we are now going to have a what? A potential difference. UVC. UV at t. We're going to call it UV at t. Let's just say VC at t. So this is the potential difference at a given time. But this current is exponentially decaying. So this voltage must also be a function of time. Now it will decrease with respect to time. It's going to be a damped voltage. So now, how do you calculate the voltage across the capacitor? VC at t is equals to 1 over c again. Yes, it's 1 over c times the integral from 0 to t of I dt. So this is coming from the definition of capacitance, but now we express this as an integral thing. So lana as told, but remember our total voltage, you must always add the what? The initial voltage that we started with. Because if it depends on the capacitor lane, it had a voltage already, it had 20 volts, and then must say charge la paya, singezelela kulo 20 volts. So always add the initial value so that we also accommodate it. Let's say, for example, if this was charged up to 50 volts, and then now you recharge it again, it means we're going to have an increasing of the value. So lana, if we do the maths there, UVC at t will be 1 over the capacitance. Standard units of capacitance is 0.25 farads, the integral of 0 to t of the current. The current is nayolan. What is the current? It's 5 e to the power of negative 2t, right? It's a current that is depending on time, and we integrate it with respect to time. We add this to the initial voltage, which was what? 0. Because that was the voltage across the what? Across the capacitor before. When the time was equals to 0, our voltage was 0. Because capacitor it was uncharged. Once the capacitor was uncharged, it means it had 0 voltage. Yes, yeah. When you now do that, to just solve now mathematically, and you have 1 over 0.25 and then multiply it by 5. This is a constant. You integrate this, you are going to get negative 1 over 2 e to the power of minus 2t, the bounds from 0 to t, plus 0. And then 5 over 0.25 is 20. This is like 1 over 1 over 4. That's like 4 times 5, which is 20. Into bani, you substitute the upper bound and the lower bound angisho. So hluleka yini ukuperforma le integral lena with respect to time? Hayi ngeke asisekho calculus bani manje 30 year level. So we're going to say this is minus 1 over 2 e to the power of minus 2t minus minus, that's plus 1 over 2 e to the power of bani 0. We substitute the upper bound and the lower bound, then we subtract them. Remember, we have a negative sign, so lo minus lona, this would be like minus minus, giving us ubani positive. Sayabona lo positive ube apha ngisho. Yes. So this will end up giving you something like VC at T is equals to 20 times minus half will give you minus 10 e to the power minus 2t plus bani plus 10. And this will be in volts. So this is the voltage across the capacitor at any given time, UVAT. So the voltage across the capacitor at any given time, UVAT. Ngezwakala yini lokho? Yeah, awesome. So those are exponential voltages, exponential currents concepts. Okay, the last one that we're gonna do we are done with the exponential waveforms, right? The signal waveforms that look exponential, they are decaying. Usually we refer to a capacitor. Whether charging a capacitor, it is building up. That's an exponential increase. When we say discharging a capacitor, it is becoming smaller. Yeah. Now we look at our sinusoids. So this is the last waveform that we have. So am I exponential with the how many exponential? Or it's 5, it was number E. Those were exponential waveforms. All of what we did was based on them. All of this was based on exponential waveforms. Now let's look at the sixth waveforms that we have. Remember, these are just patterns of the signals, right? So we have got a sinusoidal. So the sinusoidal waveform is just giving us a sine graph, or you can say a cosine graph. So basically a sinusoid generally, it looks like something like this. It's a sine graph, or you can say it's a cos graph. Because remember, sine no cos, they are not so much different from one another, because sine, remember, sine, it is a cofunction of ubani, of cos, right? Sine is a cofunction of cosine. So when we have got our input signal, whether it is a current signal, or you can also have a voltage signal. So you can also have a current signal, or you can have a voltage signal. So ungaba ne voltage signal as well. That looks sinusoidal. So here is your voltage as a function of time. Here is your time in seconds. Here is your time. So this is the sixth pattern enzyme. So this type, known as a sinusoid, basically it gives a shape of a wave-like shape, right? So a wave-like shape, we need to know it just follows the principles of our trigonometric functions, which is the sine and the cosine. They are very related to one another, because when you shift them, they interchange. Of course, when you shift it 90 degrees up, okay, now when you add 90 degrees angle to it, that's shifting it to the left. What happens? It becomes a what? A sine graph. A sine graph, if you shift it by 90 degrees, it becomes a what? A cosine graph. So they are co-functions of one another. So sinusoidal signals, these are signal waveforms whereby we've got what? We've got these things, these wave-like structures, right? So now a general sinusoid, let's just take the general one that we use. We say it is given by A is equals to bani. It's given by A is equals to A naught cos of omega t plus alpha. So we usually use the cosine as our standard, whereby we start from the maximum current. But it's kumbulen cosine no sine, they are the same. They're the same. Okay, you can just interchange them by adding 90. So here, this is a general sinusoid whereby A is the instantaneous value. Lo A lone, I'm just making it general, but for current, I would say that for current, I would say that the current at time t, if the current is sinusoidal, the initial current will be the amplitude of a cos graph omega t plus alpha. So we must know Lama variables. I at t, remember, it always gives us the current at a particular time. So this is the instantaneous current. So Lena E, instantaneous current yet. And then I naught, it is the maximum current. We start with the maximum current. Then this current decreases, right? It decreases. So the I naught Lona, it is our amplitude for the cos graph. Cos graph, it is this part. This is the cos part of the function, right? So whatever is multiplied to the cos graph, the amplitude. It's more like the maximum value. So in this case, since on our y-axis, we are having a current. So it means at this point, what we are having here, it is the what? The maximum current, which I'll call it I naught. And we know that for us to have a current that is maximum, so if you are given that you have got maximum current, if you have got a maximum current in this sinusoidal waveform, if you have got a maximum current, what must happen, Lan? I should say, the current, if it is maximum, no I naught, it must be I naught. But how do we justify the cos omega t plus alpha? So when again, like at a maximum current, when you say that the current is maximum, I naught, what happened to this cos? Is equals to 1, yes. You guys know math, so it's basically for this value and this value to be equal to 1 and 1. Normal for our current at a particular time to be equal to the maximum current, what must happen? This cos omega t plus alpha must be equal to 1. Because if cos of omega t plus alpha is equals to 1, only then would we have 1, this whole thing becomes 1 1 times I naught, which will give us I t is equals to I naught. So basically, what am I saying, Mina? I'm saying with him, in a sinusoidal signal, that is alternating, it behaves in a cos way. Remember, a cos function, it alternates between the maximum value and the what? And the minimum value. Your current will sometimes be at a maximum and it will decrease through 0 to the minimum, to the lower minimum. The lower minimum, it is just negative of the higher minimum, a higher maximum. So basically, it decreases from a higher minimum, from a higher maximum to a lower minimum. By the way, this is not drawn to scale. I should say learning man. But basically, since this is not drawn to scale, but this is the same as I naught. You guys already know. Your cos actually oscillates between the what? Between the maximum and the minimum value. So in a context of a sinusoidal waveform or a sinusoidal signal, isignal yakho yenza njani? Inande iye ku top current, yenza njani? Iyehle futhi iye ku bottom current. So current now comes with indaba ye direction. If we kind of try to scale this up kancane, siyenza ukuthi at least drawn to scale kancane a bit, to become a bit better. Makunje, if we've got something like this, what am I saying? I'm saying, Mina, this is I naught work, if this is drawn a bit to scale, and this is negative I naught, right? So now your current is positive at the higher maximum, and above the x-axis, above the time axis, we're having positive current that is decreasing. The current is decrease, but it is positive current. It is moving in the conventional direction. In the direction of the conventional current. But now, when it reaches U0, so current yethu now it moves into the what? Into the negative values. Because our values got current here, the values of the current are now going negative because we are now below the what? The time axis. Below the what? The x-axis. So below the x-axis, we are having negative y values. So having negative y values, what does this mean? It means each current yet is now changing direction. Should the current yet, if we had this conductor of ours, if there's a conductor and we have got a couple of resistors, your current was moving in this direction. Let's just say this was the conventional direction, normal the positive direction. But now, when it reaches U0, the current yako, it does what? It changes in its direction. So it changes its direction and it increases towards the negative direction, ubani or I naught. So we say that our current here, it is what? It is alternating current. So in a sinusoidal waveform, we have got alternating current. AC, whenever you hear AC, is alternating current. Should the current here, it is not only moving in one direction. Compared to the one that we did at first, whereby I talked about a continuous current. A continuous current began. Continuous current was something like this, whereby you had a step of current jan. A current yako was maximum. Like this was your current as a function of time, and it was what? It was maximum and it was constant. Being a shinchi. But now, izokwenza njani current yakho? Sizoshintsha ke manje. Izoshintsha kanjani? It will go to a maximum, go to a minimum. But now after 0, basically after this intersection with the x-axis, mayangalena it does what? It is now changing in its direction. So current yakho uma kuuthi behamba kanjeni, now it's now supplied in the opposite direction. That's an AC, that's an alternating current. We get it when you are using AMA generators, I don't know, slip rings or something in electrodynamics, but basically we're having any alternating current. So one thing that we need to know here is the variable omega. Variable omega there, it represents the what? The angular frequency. This is the angular frequency. We measure angular frequency in radians per second. So remember, AMA oscillations we can actually plot them using AMA radians. Remember this time axis, we can actually use AMA degrees and stuff to try and see how is it changing the angle. Because when it is moving ganjena and now it is moving ganjena, it has changed like 180 degrees in direction. So when we are now including the radians, we would say if it was moving ganjena and now it's now changing its direction, it has actually changed its direction by pi radians. Because bihamba kanjeni current yakho, from here to here your current was like moving down. Let's just assume for this resistor it was moving down. But because this is an alternating current source that is producing the signal, what will it do when it reaches here? Izoshintsha direction yakhe current. Means that your current will now not move downwards, it will move in the opposite direction. So ngamanye amazwi, if we just superpose these two vectors of direction, we can say our current has actually changed its direction by 180 degrees. So ngamanye amazwi, we can say that it has changed by pi radians. So we want to try and see the rate at which that happens, the rate at which a current yako changes direction. How many radians are changing per second? Current yako, njengoba ishintsha direction, ishintsha by how many radians each and every second. We get the sense. So for it to be able to change from where it was, total to when it was changing direction, I don't know, maybe it completed a 10. But basically, angular frequency kind of gives us an idea of how many radians, of the rate at which your current is doing what? Is changing its direction. So that's known as omega, the angular frequency. Then UT there, it is the time. Because remember, this is a signal current. Current here we treat it as a signal because it is varying with time. A current here as time changes. So ngamanye amazwi, I'm trying to say as the time changes, we're gonna have different values of ubani, of current. That's why we say current is a function of bani, of time. So at this point, that time is the instantaneous time. So if you say at this time, what is the current? Masingafaka 5 seconds lana, we'll be able to get the current at 5 seconds. Cholo 5 seconds is somewhere here, maybe the current will be here. It's just an example. And then this A, it is the phase angle. So A, it is the what? The phase shift, or you can say it is the phase angle. If phase angle just tells you how your course graph has been shifted. So a course graph, remember, you can shift it to the right, you can shift it to the left, right? If you are adding, you are shifting to the left. If you are subtracting, you are shifting it to the what? To the right. So OA is a phase angle. We usually prefer to use it in degrees. We don't use radians. So when it comes to doing calculations, your angular frequency is over in radians per second. Yours is radians, but when usually we want your phase angle to be in what? In degrees. So whatever angle that you find here, okay, whatever, if you use this formula, whatever phase angle also is by phase angle in radians, then you now convert it to degrees, because we usually prefer degrees. The formula is using radians, but now you have to convert them to degrees. The same concept that I'm talking about here in the current sinusoidal signal, we can also use it on the voltage sinusoidal. That's why I'm appending again. So now sinusoidal voltage, you can also use a similar concept of decay and build up. Iloke alternate njalo. Iyezwakala leyo nto angisho. So whenever you see the term ethi maximum current, sitheni ucos wakho, this cos omega t plus alpha must be equals to bani? To 1. So at the maximum value, we know that the maximum value of a cos graph, it must be what? 1. So this cos omega t plus alpha must be equals to 1. So for this to happen, what must be E omega t plus A? For cos omega t plus phase angle A to be equals to 1, what must be the value of the angle inside the cos graph? 0. So what's look for a cos graph, the angle inside, okay, the parameter inside the cos function or the cos graph, it is the one that tells us the value. So since we are getting U1, it means that we are getting the maximum value of a cos graph. And for a cos mother graph, we know ukuthi omega t plus alpha must be equals to bani? To 0. Yini elingana no 0? It is the angle lena engaphakathi. So ngamanye amazwi, you can be able to solve for ubani, for alpha, because your alpha there is equals to omega t or negative. Sayibona ngisho. Your alpha there will be equals to bani? Negative omega t. So this is the angular frequency in radians per second. This is the time, which is the instantaneous time that you are looking at in maximum current or in maximum signal. I'm sure this is for a maximum segment, say maximum current. So basically, this is the time at which you're gonna have a what? A maximum current. So izobiloko iyaphezulu, iyehla futhi, it come back to the what? To the maximum. Iyehle futhi to the minimum, comes back to the maximum continuously sinusoidally. So lana one thing to add up before we close. Omega wethu, we can also find it using just a classical wave, because once you have a sinusoidal kanje, you apply your wave concepts that you know from ubani, from grade R, from grade 10. So our concepts that you know from grade 10 about waves is that you can try to see how many waves you have per second. How many waveforms like in this waveform, how many waves are you having per what? Per second. In number of waves, number of oscillations per second, we call it the what? The frequency. It's just frequency. And Leo frequency, Leo, we measure it in what? In hertz. We measure a frequency in hertz. So basically, lana, if frequency that we'll be looking at is just trying to see how many waves are we having of this current. How many waves are we having per second of this current? And we know that this frequency measured in hertz is equals to 1 over bani, 1 over the period. Whereby each period, it is the total time taken for what? For one oscillation. So this is the total time taken for a current to come back to its direction ebekuyo. So if a current was moving down kanjeni, it will rotate pi radians, and then after that it will rotate again and come back to the direction in which it was moving. So the time taken for the current yakho uthi njengoba i-current yakho was going in this direction, since it is alternating, it will change direction and it will also change direction back to the way it was moving. So that is known as the period. We measure the period between two consecutive crests. These are just your basic wave concepts. So frequency wako is 1 over bani, 1 over period. And you guys know the angular frequency, the rate at which this is happening, the angular frequency, it is given by bani, by 2 pi over bani over the period, right? Yes, angular frequency is what? Is 2 pi over the period. Why is that? Because angular frequency, remember, it is more like the time taken. Okay, it is like 2 pi, circulation is 2 pi, Anish. I mean, oscillation A1 is what? Is 2 pi over a period of t. Because remember, that constant period required for this oscillation, we say it is known as uban, as ut. So we say we have actually moved from here to here. And from here to here, that's a full wave, right? So a full wave from here to here. Now you can say a full wave from here to this point. It takes a period, Bani, a period t. So basically, we know that Tina, if this is 0, this must be ubani, this must be u2 pi, because that's a complete wave. A complete wave is a period of bani of 2 pi. That's why we say 2 pi over the period to find the angular frequency. So how frequent is this wave occurring in terms of any rotation? It's in radians per second. But since omega is 2, since frequency is 1 over period, we can therefore say omega wethu is 2 pi times bani times the frequency. Because this is like 1 over period, right? And 1 over period is equals to frequency. We can therefore substitute, say omega can be written by 2 pi f. So back to that formula, if you want to find a phase angle, you say negative of 2 pi f multiplied by the time at which you are having what? The time at which you are having a maximum current. So the case yonke besiyenza lana is for a what? It's for a maximum current. Noma it's for a maximum signal. This applies also to a voltage as well. The same concept, our duplicate njengoba njalo why voltage. But whenever you are told you are having a maximum current at a certain time, they say a sinusoidal signal, no, a sinusoidal current is having a maximum value of 50 amperes. So I know that's the maximum value, right? That's the amplitude. You can say a maximum value, no, an amplitude of 50 amperes at the time 2 seconds. So utiwet uba napo 2 seconds. So to find the phase angle, it will be 2 pi times the frequency, which will be 1 over the period multiplied by what? By the time, which is ubani, uti. So it's your responsibility now to do exercises. I've given you all the formulas that I think you may need. So do the exercises and also looked at how to find the average value in periodic waveforms. And then when we come back next time, we'll be introducing amplifiers. Please, practice is what's most important. All right, let's call it a day.